right, round 2. Okay, or I should say part 2. Hair's up in a pony because it's getting hot. Okay, so I got my coconut oil and I've got a dish to bake my bread in. And I got my little baggie because I don't like this on my hands. It's really hard to get off, even with soap. So here we go. I'm greasing my little dish. I'm about to make dough balls, and I laugh because I am about to get this on my hands as I make my dough balls so that the dough doesn't stick. And I have to punch my bread down with it. Anyway, whatever. Don't judge. This is how I do it. So, and FYI, I have the air fryer on right now. I'm trying it out too. So that's probably what the background noise is, but all right, my bread has doubled in size. And I'm gonna get this out of the way and prop it up. Whoop. Here we go. Here we go. Alrighty. So here's my bread, doubled in size. See that? And I'm gonna get some coconut oil on my hands because I need some grease to keep it from sticking. So putting it all over, gonna punch it, literally punch it. That's what Grandma calls this, punching down the bread. So it's punched, and then I just take it and kind of fold it over a little bit. I usually do that down kind of inside the bowl, and then get it working a little bit, and then I pinch it in half. And as I pinch it in half, I'm squeezing off about this much for a dough ball. Move this over so you can see what's going on here. And I'm just gonna fold over, fold over, fold over, fold over, and place it down in my dish, like so. And I fold over, fold over, fold over, fold over, and place it down in my dish. All of my dough balls I like to have around the same size because, I don't know, uniformity, I don't know, is that the word? I like it to be uniform. And I like everything to line up and look pretty once they have risen again, because we have to let them rise for about 45 minutes or so after this. They have to rise again in the dish. And then we will bake them at 400 degrees for 20 minutes. Sometimes, depending on the oven, it's less than 20 minutes. Sometimes it's a little more, and it just depends on your oven. I'm putting some of this together because dough balls are a little off in size. My grandma taught me to keep them around the same size. Now, mind you, when we make a normal batch of bread with all of the ingredients, with around 7 cups of flour and the 3 packets of yeast and 3 tablespoons of sugar, 3 heaping tablespoons of Crisco, 3 cups of warm water for the activating of the yeast, and 1 full tablespoon of salt. It makes about, I'd say, 24 rolls. And sometimes we will make 1 pan of rolls, and then the other pan we like to turn into cinnamon rolls. And it's super easy with the cinnamon rolls. You actually roll it out on a cutting board, and you put an insane amount of butter on the bread, and you add brown sugar, and you add some cinnamon, and then you roll it up, and then you slice it and make the most amazing cinnamon rolls you've ever had. And then I like to get wild and make like cream cheese frosting and stuff like that. But my grandma most of the time just makes 2 pans of rolls, and she grew up in a different era, and they made big batches of everything because she had a huge family, and she had to cook for a lot of people, so she doesn't really know any different than still cooking for a lot of people, even though it's just her at home now. But anyway, these are my rolls. Move this out of the way. These are my rolls, and they kind of slip, but we're gonna let those rise about an hour, and I usually just sit them on the stovetop. I don't cover them. I've got my little tea towel, now I can wipe my hands off. I don't cover them or anything. I just kind of let them do their thing for a couple hours, or not a couple hours. Don't even listen to me. My brain's fried at this point. I let them rise for about 45 minutes, give or take. They double in size again in the dish, and then I put them in the preheated oven at 400 and let them cook about 20 minutes. So anyway, I'll get back to you when they're ready to go in the oven and ready to come out.